Anderson Cooper visited Late Night with Seth Meyers on Tuesday and opened up about how he used to moonlight as his mother's fictional assistant, Monica, the journalist, who is currently promoting his book, Vanderbilt, The Rise and Fall of an American Dynasty. Explained that when his late mother, Gloria Vanderbilt, was still alive, he had helped create her Instagram page. Vanderbilt died in 2019 at the age of 95, but around the time she was 91, Cooper said she started to feel a little depressed. A lot of her friends were dying. And she wasn't. She works as an artist as well, and she wasn't painting, he told Meyers. So I thought, how am I going to get her motivated again? So I introduced her to Instagram. His mother thought social media was like magic, but once the art orders started coming in, someone had to deal with them. My mom was like, well, you should invent a character. You can't do it as yourself, because you can't be like, hi, I'm Anderson. What size frame do you want? Cooper explained. My mom took great pleasure in this, and she was like, okay, why don't we invent a lady of a certain age named Monica, who's a long-time trusted assistant, and you be Monica.
Cooper laughed, explaining he wasn't sure where his mother got the name or inspiration behind his Monica persona, but he stuck with it for 3 years. Even his full-time job as an anchor and reporter for CNN didn't stop him from fulfilling his familial side hustle duties. Literally, I'd be in Baghdad, and, in between things, I'd be like, would you like a laminated white frame? He said, cackling. Yeah, as Monica. He added that sometimes customers would ask him what it was like working with Miss Vanderbilt. Though, she's so lovely, he would reply. As Monica got ahead of the release of his new book, Cooper has shared several other colorful stories about the late socialite. In September, he recounted on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert the time his mother offered serve as a surrogate so he could have a child. At the time, she had visited the gynecologist who told her she could still have a child. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, don't be negative. But how do I convince my 85-year-old mom not to have a child right now? He said. Eventually, she explained that she didn't need to have another child. She wanted to have one for him. She's like, well, you can get an egg anywhere nowadays. I was like, uh-huh. She's like, well, what I was thinking is you get an egg and, fertilize it with your sperm and I'll carry your child, he said. As the audience laughed, I was just stunned. He said. And I finally said to her, Mom, I love you, but even for you, that's crazy. That's just nuts. In the end, Cooper did have a child without his mother's assistance. He and his former partner, Benjamin Missoni, welcomed baby Wyatt via surrogate in 2020. Cooper and his mother were famously close in her later years. The two created a 2016 documentary about their relationship, Nothing Left Unsaid, Gloria Vanderbilt and Anderson Cooper, and published a book of their correspondence in 2017. After her 2019 death, Cooper shared several photos to his Instagram of the late Vanderbilt. He wrote that his mom taught him that, in the end, after all else is stripped away, there is only love. My mom believed in love more than anyone. It was her guide, her solace, it's what drove her, and in her final moments, it is what surrounded her, he wrote. I love you, you know that, she would say to me, and I did. I knew it from the moment I was born, and I will know it till the moment I die. It was her greatest gift to me.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.